Alright, so there's some things I do want to talk about. This is Afterthoughts. The first three betas that I've done, first one I did for an hour and a half, second one I did for about 3, 4 hours. And then there was the one that was today, which is November 3rd, is when I'm recording this. And I had the full 4 hours basically, where I was able to do quests and everything. Alright, first thing I'm going to go through is leveling. Leveling is actually pretty easy, especially if you're going through workshops, making what you can, modding what you can, and kind of doing that. That is really easy XP, especially when it comes to crafting and cooking and other stuff like that. You can make a lot of XP just off that alone. If you kill everything that you find, or nearly everything that you find, that helps. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and talk about is lower levels. The best idea that I have seen, or best thing that I've come across, is putting 1 or 2 points into luck and doing something like farm a farm. Reason being is because it gives you a 40% chance to basically click search, and then you have a 40% chance of finding additional stim packs, chems, or other stuff that is considered medical or other stuff like that. I've watched quite a few videos of other YouTubers, and especially early on, they did not get this perk, and it definitely hurt them because they were running out of stim packs, they were running out of Radaway, they were running out of Rad-X. Now, I rarely use Rad-X, but still, I have not had an issue of running out of stim packs or Radaway at all. Diluted, yes. Have I been able to make more though because of finding other stuff? Yes. Scrounger, definitely a good one, especially early on. Once again, ammo containers, 40% ability, 40% chance of getting something if you search. It's the same concept. There's another one I think it's called Can Do, where containers that are for food, you have a 40% chance of finding something if you search it. I have gotten quite a bit of not preserved water, but filtered water, basically, where it has no rads, and you can make diluted stim packs from it. Found quite a few different ones of those. Also, for perception, if you want, there is the ability to, once again, 40% chance of search, find extra meat on creatures like mole rats, stuff that you can hunt. The reason why this might be a good idea is for the reason being of, well, not only hunting and, well, not only cooking, once again, XP helps you level really quickly. There's also the entire thing of you're not going to run out of food at any point in time if you continue doing that. You're going to run into a lot of mole rats. You're going to run into rad roaches. You're going to run into the mongrel dogs. All that can be made into food. And if for whatever reason it spoils, do not throw out your spoiled food. You can change it into fertilizer, which fertilizer can be used for other things. I haven't found a plan or the recipe for making jet yet, and I'm not sure if that's actually going to be in this game. Should be. Well, maybe. We'll see. But if you're allowed to make jet consumes fertilizer and it consumes plastic typically. So that might be another good idea. Another thing is, let's see here. Early on, strength can be kind of helpful because you can do a lot more damage to creatures using strength than you can perception, unless you're a really good crack shot. If you're a great crack shot, by all means go ammo, but you're probably going to run out if you don't go for the Scrounger perk, which is in luck, like I said before. Let's see here. The best thing to do right off the bat is start following the Now, once again, this is all my own advice. It's not perfect. You can do whatever you want. I would suggest doing the Overseer line at least until you get to Sutton. And doing the Responders quests in Flatwoods up until you start heading to other places like Morgantown. Reason being, once again, easy XP. They don't really send you out far and wide, and it's a great way to get extra stuff. You finish off one of those quests, you're going to get Radaway, or you're going to get stim packs, or you're going to get some sort of armor that you're going to need. One of the things for quest rewards, I got chameleon armor, which in this one, you crouch. If you stay still, you're going to be invisible. Now, can enemies still find you? Yes, there's still the chance of them finding you, but it helps you stay invisible more often than not, and you can try to get a sneak attack critical in much easier. Let's see here. Some of the events. Events can be kind of annoying, especially if they pop up right on top of you, and you're not wanting to do that. You're wanting just to kind of quest. That can be annoying. But quests also can help you not only with experience, but they can help you once again get extra Radaway, extra stim packs, other things like that, and scrap. Scrapping. In my playthrough, and I typically just grab everything that I can. Yeah, I do become over encumbered, and then I just scrap it and then throw it into my stash. Reason being is because in it is really, really big to have a lot of supplies, a lot of materials, and once again, it's good for crafting, it's good for mods, it's other stuff like that. Now, there are things in the ground when walking by. You'll see them like little holes in the ground. If you walk into those, look down, sometimes you can get things like concrete, sometimes you can get iron. The Red Rocket massive truck stop somewhere in the Savage Divide northern side has iron in the ground. If you just walk up to it, go in the very middle, look down, you can harvest iron. You'll get iron ore. On the way from the Overseer's camp to Flatwoods, there's a spot just off the road. You can see it. It's next to a truck. Or if you look down, you can harvest concrete. Sounds weird, but you can do that. There's also pits in the ground where it has just a bunch of junk in it. You walk up to that, you can harvest that. So there's many different ways of getting junk and being able to harvest it, which can be, like I said, really good, especially crafting, getting XP, other stuff like that. Now you're seeing here just the default entryway and everything. I'm just wanting that as a backdrop right now. Let's see here. Other things. Now, something I've been kind of noticing is people have been giving the game a lot of shit because they say there's not a lot of content. The way I kind of look at this is, and like I said, I've been watching other videos and other YouTubers. They say there's not a whole lot of content, but they want to go from one area. Let's say they want to go from Morgantown to part of the Savage Divide. We'll say that Red Rocket truck stop. I don't have a map up, sorry, but it's kind of in the northern quadrant. Or they want to go from Morgantown to, let's say, Grafton. They say there's not, say there's not a lot of content, but I just spent solid 4 hours in Morgantown. Part of it doing quests, part of it kind of collecting stuff, but at the same point in time, I'm the type of person I like to see lore, I like to read lore, I like to do other things like that. If you take time to actually invest in reading the terminals, reading the story of just people and what's going on, I guarantee you'll get a lot more hours out of it than you would if you just run from one place to the next, to the next, to the next. Also, you're going to be, if you just do that, you're going to be sorely under level for a lot of things later on. Right now, me being in Morgantown, and I'm going to be heading out of it, I'm able to one-shot or two-shot creatures. Now, I know that's going to change later on, but I'm having a much easier time than a lot of other people that I've seen. So, you kind of have to balance that out. Let's see here. Is there anything else? But I've also seen other YouTubers where what goes on is they try to go from, like I said, we'll just give an example. It's not, I haven't seen this exactly. Go from Morgantown to Grafton, and they spend 5 to 6 hours. And in the meantime, they're looking at other locations, going, "Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this?" And sometimes the location might be a little disappointing because there may not be that much there, but other times they're getting just kind of enthralled into what is there, what's around, what can they find. So I think giving it more time than just 10, 20 hours, and actually kind of maybe giving it a little bit more than that, 10 to 20 hours, if all you're doing is getting from Vault 76 to Flatwoods to Sutton to Morgantown, and that's pretty much how I've done it. I've spent a good half, 5.5. I've spent a good 10 hours right there, just going to those 4 locations. And I still have a huge part of the map, and I've only been in most of the forest. Yeah, I did go spend time a little bit more further south, and spent about an hour there. But at the same point in time, these locations, having to walk, does take time, but you're also able to find a lot more if you actually look for it. So with that, I'm going to end this. I would like to hear other people's thoughts and comments. Right now, it is typically, for what I've seen, a hate-filled cesspool of just sheer hatred towards the game. And I think that there's a lot of other people out there that might actually enjoy it or whatever. But please give me your your thoughts, your comments. I would love to hear it. And if you like this video, please click like. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing more content. Thank you. Have a great day.